Is that not how we do pull-ups?
No, man.
Guys, I was here watching this video from Levan saying that he talked to Brian Shaw about arm wrestling, and, apparently, Brian was positive about it, which is always something awesome to hear. There's even a couple of videos where Brian does arm wrestling training with Derek Smith, in which Brian looks very promising. But, if we stop to think about it, how well would Brian do in arm wrestling? Well, if we look at the stats on the table, Brian has more than 2 meters of height, and he weights around the same as Levan. The height is something pretty good in arm wrestling, so, when you combine that with muscle, you can really be a machine in arm wrestling. Obviously Brian can't just come in and kick the door in on the pro arm wrestlers, but, in my opinion, the perfect styles for Brian would be the open arm top roll and the flop wrist press, and the reason why is because the open arm top roll is very powerful when you have a certain leverage, you then get to drag your opponents and generate a great force, and the flop wrist press, it goes without saying it. Brian does not have a very thick wrist for his size, unlike Levan. Besides, Brian has all of that body weight that he can use to drive his opponents to the pad. Certainly if Brian Shaw commits to arm wrestling, a match of him against Levan would be awesome. How do you guys think Brian would do in arm wrestling? Leave down in the comments, and thank you so much for watching.